In this video, we're going to be looking at the concept of diminishing marginal utility. Now, what does this mean? The definition is that as we consume more units of a good, the utility we get from that good increases at a decreasing rate. So what's utility? Utility is basically how much satisfaction we get from consumption. As consumers, when we maybe go to the shop and we get some food, how satisfied are we with that food? Utility is a numerical example. It's a numerical kind of interpretation of our satisfaction. So it will be interpreted as like a number. So potentially we have one slice of pizza and that gives us 10 utils. On our second slice, that gives us 8. On our third slice, that gives us 6. So if we can see in total that this utility it's always positive with every unit that we have. So this is our marginal utility, the utility we gain, with each additional slice. However, our total utility, we go from, 10, 18 to 24. It's increasing. We've gone from 10 to 24, but it's increasing at a decreasing rate. Look, we're going from 10 to 8, 8 to 6. And so this is basically the premise of diminishing marginal utility. Our total utility is increasing, but it's increasing at a decreasing rate. So like I say, we've gone from 0 to 10, that is plus 10, 10 to 18, that is plus 8, and 18 to 24, that's plus 6. So why is this? This is basically because, let's again think about these as pizza slices. On our first slice, we're very hungry and we've just eaten that pizza and we're very satisfied. That was a really nice slice of pizza. It's really satiated us, and so we get the most utility. Our second slice, the pizza still tastes really good. We're still a little bit hungry, but nothing's as satisfying as that first slice. And the same goes on with each unit of pizza that we have, until eventually, we get on slice n, we have 0 utility, and that's when our total utility is maximized. If we have n plus 1 slices at this point, we might end up having negative marginal utility. For example, we might end up eating so much pizza that we're throwing up, and as a result our total utility begins to fall. So we denote this graphically like this. So we'd have utility on our y-axis and quantity on our x-axis. And this is total utility. So we have total utility increasing like this. As you can see, it has risen. It's risen over time for sure, but the rate at which it's rising is decreasing. And this is a really important concept in economics because it influences the shape of the demand curve. So let me just draw a demand curve here. Quantity and price goes down like this. Okay, so basically, if we look at this point here, let's call this point A. We're paying a really high price for our first units. Let's say we're paying price 10. However, for our 10th unit, we're only paying a really low price. Why is this? Well, this is because for that first unit, we really want that first unit. It's got to give us the most utility, and so we're willing to pay a high price for it. However, when we're buying more units, each additional unit is bringing us less utility, and so we're only going to pay 1 per unit. So that's the basic concept of diminishing marginal utility. It can be quite a difficult topic to understand because it's quite different, but if you kind of like rewatch the pizza example, put it into context, it does start to make quite a bit of sense.